Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this week's Traffic Geyser webinar. My name is Robin Phillips. Got Kevin Barnes on the call with us. Hey, Kev.
Hello,
How's it going?
how are you?
How you doing, brother?
Doing great on this wonderful Friday afternoon.
Right on. Right on. Okay, folks, this week we're going to talk about a couple different tools that we have inside your Traffic Geyser portal. One of them being the Social Publisher, which allows you to automate and submit your status updates and postings to your social networking sites, basically with just a click of a button, as well as the Slideshow Creator, which if you do not have a video camera, if you do not have a camera on your cell phone, you can utilize images, upload them into your Traffic Geyser account, and create a video just with those pictures. So with that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. First of all, if you are on this call and you're not a current Traffic Geyser member, we would love to have you on board. Try our 21-day trial, cost all of $1, and you'll get a 3-week idea of what Traffic Geyser can do for you to help you with your visibility for your company, or if you're a marketing consultant and you're trying to get one of your clients' visibility out there to the search engines. Give us a shot. Try it out. Kevin will throw the link into the chat window or the chat box.
I can't because I don't have those anymore.
You don't have what?
The links.
Okay. What about the one that's on the screen?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just type it in then. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
It's all good. So if you're if you're not a member, it's going to cost you all of $1. 21 days. Use it. See what you think. If you like it, stay with us. If you don't, shoot us an email. Tell us what didn't work for you, and maybe we can do something to fix it, or maybe it's just a matter of you not understanding something. And we've got a super support team that will be more than happy to answer any questions that you have, give you some tips if need be. If you have the need for a coach to better understand the system, or you want to hire a VA to do the work for you, we've got a link within our Traffic Geyser homepage that will allow you to go to a directory. Let's see if I can find that for you. On your homepage, if you scroll down to the scroll down, where is it at? Right there, right in the middle. If you're a Fusion member, you're going to have a different platform, so you'll see yours. Let's see. You will see yours as a Fusion member. Here's your homepage, and scroll down to the bottom right underneath the blog entries to the Certified Professional Directory. You can click on that, and it'll give you a list of all of our coaches or certified professionals that have gone through our certification program and are very knowledgeable on each and every one of our tools. Okay. If I can get to the right page here. So there you go. I'm pretty sure Kevin's already thrown the link in there. 3 things that we're going to cover today. Again, the Social Power Publisher. It's a fast and easy way to update statuses and postings on social network sites. The Slideshow Creator, again, take images, upload them into your Media Manager folder, and create videos, as well as if you have audio track, throw the audio track in there as well, and you'll have a professional looking video that you've created just from images. And then, of course, we'll have our top 5 FAQs for the week. Utilize your chat window, ask any questions that you want. There's a handful of folks that are on the call right now that will be able to answer them. If they are not answered during the chat, we will have a Q&A session at the end of the call, and both Kevin and I will answer any questions that you do have. And again, if they are not answered during the call, I will be viewing all of the questions and replying via email to each one of you. So that will be about it for that. And how are you going to benefit? Well, you're going to be able to understand the amount of time that you're going to be able to save by posting or updating statuses. If you got a customer that that has hired you to do their marketing, and one of the jobs that you've agreed to do for them is updating their status sites, because a lot of companies are using Facebook and Twitter now. This is a very fast and easy way to do it. You'll be able to do a single update, or you can create months, weeks, days, weeks, and months in advance, and have the system schedule out those postings for the times that you want them to go out. And there you go, multiple updates and scheduling them. And it'll save you money. As far as the slideshow creator, you don't have to pay somebody to create a video for you. Go out, take some pictures of your client's business or them or whatever, put them in your Media Manager, upload them into your slideshow creator, and we'll definitely show you how to do that today. And then voila, you've got a instant video. You want to add anything to that, Kevin, before we keep going?
No, that's pretty good.
Okay, pretty good. I thought it was great.
I mean, it's amazing. I mean,
I thought it was great.
Show-stopping. I mean, it's awesome.
I don't know about that. Okay, first things first. Questions you ask here. You got anything such as, can it do this or can it do that? Those are questions you'll be able to ask here. If it's more of a technical question, we would suggest that you submit an email through either your Traffic Geyser support portal, or emailing us directly at help@trafficgeyser.com, and we will answer the support ticket within, I believe our autoresponder message that goes out says it's within 1 or 2 days, but we're answering them within hours now of receiving them, sometimes even within an hour.
Quick question: the slideshow creator, are we doing? Is that in? Yeah, it is in Fusion, isn't it?
It's in both Fusion as well as Platinum 2.5. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Keep going. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Social Power Publisher. Did you agree to update for your clients? Well, if you did, this is, like I said earlier, this is the fastest way that you're going to be able to update multiple status sites with just one click of the mouse. Be able to do them all at one time. You can, again, set up daily, weekly, or monthly updates in advance. And as the time comes that you've scheduled that update to go out, then our system will send it out at that time.
Yeah, and what's great. What's also great about Social Power Publisher is, especially if you're working with clients, or maybe you even have your own business that you have a lot of events throughout the year. Maybe you've got trade shows you're doing. Maybe you've got releases or publications that are coming out that come out at certain times during the year. You can go ahead and into Social Power Publisher and go ahead and set up tweets or messages to share on Facebook or Twitter, or any of your other social media profiles that you've got created in Social Power Publisher profiles for, and get those set up, right away. I mean, some clients, some people have clients that all of their events and all of their special promotions that they have going on throughout the year, and then you don't have to worry about it. It's set up and ready to go with the call to action, whether it's a link to a web page, or some kind of an image of a coupon or something like that. It's a great tool that you can just kind of set it and forget it and go on about your way.
So they could basically just set up a campaign using the Social Power Publisher, right?
Yeah, I mean, the entire year. I mean, I've got people that have worked with car dealerships that set up the entire year of promotions and offers, because those people and certain businesses really kind of know in advance what's going to be happening throughout their year, and they just kind of say, okay, this is our calendar. Go ahead and dial it in with our calendar, and then you can go ahead and set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it. There we go. Okay. So let's start off. I've done. That's great English, Robin. I have processed a campaign or a task through the Social Power Publisher, and I'll show you the results of that. But first off, we're going to go and we're going to create a new task. So you'll go to your tools menu. You'll go down to your Social Power Publisher, and you will go to Create a Task. And as you can see, I've got some red, some green, and just like with your video submitter or your article submitter, you click on there on the red and it'll tell you exactly why. And apparently I don't have Twitter set up on this particular profile that I'm using.
Unbelievable.
Shame on me, which is obviously one of the bigger ones that you'd want to make sure that it is set up. So I will have to fix that. And maybe I'll just fix it during the call too. So as of right now, we've got Ping FM, Facebook, Google Buzz, and So Cool that will be submitted to. First thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you're using the right profile. We get cases all day long, folks saying, how come all of my sites are red? It won't let me send anything. Well, 9 times out of 10, they're just not selecting the proper profile. So if their default profile doesn't have anything set up as far as sites or login information for sites, then you're going to get all red. So you just need to make sure the first thing you do is select the proper profile. If you're working with multiple clients and you've got multiple profiles set up, individual profiles for each of those clients, then just make sure that you're selecting the right profile so that the correct client's status updates go out. So I've only got one profile set up in here, so that's the one I'm going to use. And we'll just type in, how's everyone's Friday? And then we're going to submit it. The system needs 24 hours in order to set your submission process up within along with all of our others, because we do tens of thousands of submissions a day. So we need to be able to make sure that we are allocating proper time to be able to submit yours as well. So we do need 24 hours in order to get it into our system and process. So we'll just say we'll submit it on the 11th, and we'll submit it at 5 in the afternoon. Check that. We'll submit it at 8 in the morning. And we're all set. If you're done and that's the only posting that you're going to be doing, then you can go ahead and either click on Make It Go, or you could save the template. If you save the template, it's not going to submit. It's only going to save it into your template list. If you click Make It Go, then it is going to send it off. If you would like to schedule out additional submissions, same thing. Click on Add Another and type in whatever, submit whatever new posting you're going to have. And let's say we're going to submit this one on the 18th. And now, let's say you're finished and you're ready to go. You click on Make It Go, and your tasks have been submitted. Just like with the video submitter and the article submitter, if you want to see your tasks, click on the status, and here you can see the 2 that I just did, as well as 2 that I did yesterday. The first one I did yesterday has already completed, and it was successfully sent to Facebook, Bing, and So Cool. The second one I submitted yesterday is scheduled for tomorrow. So those will all turn green and post to my networking sites tomorrow. Uh, One thing I want to make sure that folks understand, we get tickets quite often with folks asking, how come I've got multiple postings on Facebook? Or how come I have multiple postings of the same thing on my Twitter account? One of the main reasons for that is when you sign up at Ping FM, for example, Ping will submit to a number of different sites automatically for you, which basically is the same thing that we're doing. So if we go to ping.fm, I think that's, and log in. Sorry, I should have already had this one done. Oh, great, didn't work. Okay, so anyways, Ping FM will ask you when you register with them, do you want us to automatically update for your Twitter account, for your Facebook account? And it lists a number of about 15 other different social networking sites. If you click yes to that, to each of those, and give Ping FM your Facebook login information or your Twitter login information, they will, once they receive your submission, they will automatically, because you requested it, they will automatically submit to Facebook and Twitter. So that's one of the reasons why you're going to be getting duplicate submissions to those sites. So the best thing to do is just say no, unless it's a site that we're not submitting to, and then you could go ahead and say yes. But just keep that in mind when you're doing these. You could get the duplicate submissions, and that would be the reason why. Did you want to add anything to that, Kev?
You got it right on it.
Right on. Okay.
Right on.
Right on. Okay, so we'll go back to, if I can find it, our test status, and you'll be able to see that the one that we just did a little while ago, one of the first one that we did, again, is scheduled for tomorrow. And then the second one is scheduled for the 18th, just as we requested it to be scheduled for. Can somebody mute their phone? Thank you. Appreciate that.
You also can mute them up in the attendee list by right-clicking.
Let's see if I can find them. I just didn't know which one it was. That's all right. They're gone. They're quiet now. So as far as the Social Power Publisher goes, that is pretty much all there is to it. The only other thing that I can add is that using the Social Power Publisher, you would not be able to submit, as you'll be able to see again by looking at the submitter. You cannot submit video through the Social Power Publisher. This is only used for status updates. If you'd like to submit video content, saying, hey, Robin just posted a new video on YouTube, check it out. You'll have to do that through your normal video submitter. By selecting the share sites, and that will open up the share sites down there. As soon as, if I put content in there, it would obviously change everything. So if you're submitting video content, utilize or use the regular video submitter. If you are only doing status updates, then feel free to just use the Social Power Publisher, and it's a lot quicker, and boom, within 30 seconds you're done with that particular posting. And with that, unless you have anything to add to that, Kev, I'm going to move on to the
We've got some questions about the Social Power Publisher.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, let's do those now. Absolutely.
Okay. let's see, does the system submit to Facebook fan pages? And I'm going to answer that. And
Okay.
we don't have the ability built into Social Power Publisher to select a fan page. Otherwise, we would have to ask you to log in to Traffic Geyser with your Facebook login credentials, and we don't have that integrated into Facebook as of this time. We possibly will have that in the future, but as of right now, we can't. Now, let me explain how you get around that. If you created a Facebook fan page outside of creating a Facebook profile account, okay, so let's say that you created a fan page, because you can create a fan page without actually creating a profile account. If you go to facebook.com, it'll say create a page, and you can go ahead and create a page, sign up with an email and a password, and create a fan page. And it will ask you if you want to create a profile account, but you don't actually have to. So in that case, if you don't have a profile account attached to your fan page, it will submit to your fan page. But if you do have a profile page or a profile attached to your Facebook account with a fan page, it will just submit to your profile account. And until we get Facebook Connect integrated into Traffic Geyser, that's just kind of what's going to, the workaround for it. Can you add hashtags? Yes, you can add hashtags. You can use hashtags. Just put them right in, just like you would on Twitter, in the text field, and go. You can move from the screen, by the way, since we're looking at the video submitter here. Let's see. Can you insert a link into the status message? Yes, you can. You can insert a link into the status message. If so, does it appear with an image thumbnail? Good question. I don't know. I've never checked on that. That is a great question for us to research and get back to you on. How is Traffic Geyser different, better than a service such as Hootsuite? I will say this. Hootsuite is specifically built around communicating with your social media property and managing that. What Traffic Geyser, the benefit of Traffic Geyser is just having one location to manage your online marketing efforts, okay, and visibility. If you want to use Hootsuite, Hootsuite offers a little bit more advanced features than Social Power Publisher. The whole purpose of Social Power Publisher is to give you the ability to, simply and easily automate social sharing. And if you're a social media marketer and you're kind of the more advanced user and you don't mind taking on a challenge of learning Hootsuite, then be my guest to use it alongside Traffic Geyser. Let's see, can you review how to set up a profile? I think we could do that in a minute. Let's see, how do you post specifically to a fan page? I think I already covered that.
Yep.
Can the schedule of posting be printed? I believe that we can do that.
What was the question? I didn't hear that one.
Can the schedule of posting be printed out? Basically, if you went ahead and set up and scheduled a bunch of tweets, could you print that out as like a report and say, oh, okay, maybe he's probably thinking he's got a client and he'd like to show them that we have stuff scheduled. So, but no, you can't print it out.
Don't have it that it would be able to download into an Excel sheet or anything.
I mean, you could print your screen if you wanted to. I mean, maybe that's something we can integrate. If you do, I think what is it? feedback@trafficgeyser.com. I think if you send an email to feedback@trafficgeyser.com, that would actually be a really good thing to add. I like that idea actually, to the Social Power Publisher and actually to a couple of other tools too. Anyways, so let's move forward. Let's move forward, and maybe you can quickly cover setting up a profile, and then we can move on to, just kind of do a quick review, and then we can move on to the slideshow creator.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. To set up a new profile, you'll submit media, login profiles. If you're in Fusion, it is under want to say it's under login preferences. No, check that. Tools, and then profile manager. Profile manager in Fusion, and submit media login profiles for Platinum 2.5. If you want, you've already got a profile built, but if you want to create a new one, you'll just click on the green plus sign right next to the drop-down menu for your profile names. Ask you for a new name. I guess we're calling it Untitled. And now you've got a blank sheet. You could either utilize the autofill section and whatever username and email address that you plan on using, as well as password. You could input those. And then you'll select the sites that you want, site types. Sorry about that. In this case, we'll just go select all. It'll check each of the boxes for each of the site types: video, podcast, blogs, bookmarking, so on and so forth. And the purpose for the autofill section is not that it's automatically going to set up all of your accounts. All this is doing is inputting your information from these three fields into your login preference, or your login information for each of the sites. You still have to go to each of the sites and register with them using this login information, and sometimes the login information might not work because they might already have a user with that name. So you'll have to adjust it once you get to the site, and then make sure that you come back here and input the new username that you used or the new email address. Each of the sites require either an email address or a username. Our system knows which sites require which. So as you'll see when I click on the fill button, it will automatically populate each of the fields. MySpace requires the email address, where the majority of these above it only require a username. Again, you have to go to each of the sites and use this login information to set up accounts. Once you're completed, you can click on the update button, and our system will, it's going to actually take too long to do that, but our system will go through and validate each of the login each of the username and passwords that you've put in to confirm that that is good information. You'll get a green check mark or a red X, and there's a green check mark there. And that will tell you which sites accepted, which sites did not accept. And what the image is, I have no earthly idea. Most of these should be red X's because of the fact that I did not go to each of the sites and set them up. So that's how you set up a profile. It's a tedious process. Takes especially with the profile of the size that we have now, both in the Platinum 2.5 as well as the Fusion accounts. There's 75 plus sites that you have to go to. It's probably easier, and this is not a requirement whatsoever, but it's probably easier to pay Traffic Geyser or even pay a VA, whatever they would charge you to go and do it for you. Traffic Geyser charges $117 for custom profiles and $97 for random profiles, or just pre-configured profiles. If you are a gold member that has been automatically upgraded to the Platinum 2.5 and you purchased a gold profile while you were a member prior, there's a link that you can go to, and I'll show you that. If you want us to do it for you, you just click here to order a pre-configured profile. Then it'll give you the three listings: either the regular Platinum profile, which is random usernames and passwords, or an upgrade from the gold profile that you purchased prior, and that would be $67, and we'll just add on to all of the new sites that you have now that you didn't have prior, or the custom Platinum profile, which is us setting up profiles with each of the accounts or each of the sites with information that you've given us. So you've got a client that is wanting their own, or you want a profile for one of your clients, and you give us all the information, and we will build the profile with that information and load it into your account. Anything else on the profile, Kev? Okay. Okay. Now, I think we are going to go to the Slideshow Creator. Now, this is a cool tool. You like that? A cool tool. There's some folks, I don't know who, but there's some folks that don't have a smartphone with a video camera, or they don't have a digital camera. I'm sorry, a video camera, and all they have is images. They've taken pictures. They want these pictures, or they want a video, but they don't have the camera to do it. They can take the pictures and they can upload them into Traffic Geyser and create a slideshow. Again, with audio background, it's basically just like creating a commercial, right, Kev?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it is. So we are going to go to, in the Platinum profile, or the Platinum level account, you will go to, what are we doing? I forgot already. Slideshow Creator. There we go. You're going to have a blank screen such as this. You've already uploaded, I better back up for a second. You've uploaded your images into your Media Manager folder by using the Upload Files tool. Inputted whatever title you want the picture to be showing in your Media Manager folder. You've found it on your computer, and you've added it to the list. I'll just throw something in here. And we'll just go with this roof. This one looks good. Add it to the list, and upload. Bam, it's already done. And now that file is, that picture is in your, where is it at? It's in here somewhere. Right there. So that picture is now in your folder. Keep in mind that using the Slideshow Creator, you have to use JPEG formatted files. You can't use PNG or GIF files. It has to be a JPEG formatted file. So we are going to, I've already got one built. I'll show it to you in a minute, but let's just say we're going to build a brand new one from scratch. You're going to name it whatever you're naming it. We'll name it Roofer. And it says there's no slideshow found. You want to create one? Absolutely, we want to. Okay. Now we've got the slideshow ready. Titles in there. Now we're going to. I'm here.
You broke up a little bit.
It happened to you a couple minutes ago too when you were talking. That's go-to for you. Okay, so now we've got. Let me back up. We're ready to go and pull our images from our Media Manager folder to put into the Slideshow Creator. So you click on the Add Slide. It'll open up your media chooser. It will only list JPEG formatted files, and all you need to do is click on the green check mark for the images that you want to use. We'll just throw in, add these 6 there. We can close that, and now you can see we've got 6 images. If we just left it at this, it would look kind of weird because of the fact you'd go from image 1 to image 2 without any sort of a break. So what we can do is we'll throw a transition in there by clicking on the image that you want to set the transition up after that image. So now we've got a transition here. Click on the next one, next image, transition, next image, transition, 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 and then transition. Oh, we've already got the transition there. You can't set up a transition at the end of the slideshow. The last image or the last slide has to be one of your images. So now we've basically got the video set up, ready to go, but we want to add an audio track. So down here in the bottom left, you'll select Add Audio, and you would have already had your audio track uploaded into your Media Manager folder. Here's the one that I set up. We'll click on that. Now we've got audio set up for it. And down in the Slides Properties section, you'll see that the slide duration is set at 1. These are seconds. Obviously, I don't want a video slide, or I'm sorry, a slide to only last 1 second and then go to the next one. But because of the fact that we added a audio file, we can go over here to the right side, click on the audio play button, and this will take the slideshow and drag it out for the period of time that the audio track is set for. So if we got a 2-minute audio track and we've got 5 slides or 4 slides, that means that each slide will be on screen for 30 seconds. So we'll click on the add the audio button, and system is figuring it out, and it says, okay, each slide is going to last 28 seconds. Now, if you want to put in text in each of these slides, simply select the slide that you want the text to go in, click in the slide text section in the bottom. You want to put in your website address, and where do you want the slide, top or bottom. We'll just go with it at the top, and then you change the color of the text, because obviously white on white isn't going to show up very hot, so we'll change this to a bluish color maybe, and click off of it, and boom, now you've got your website address at the top of that page. And then you could go to the second slide and put in your phone number, and again select the color because it automatically defaults to white, and click off of it, and now you've got your phone number in your second slide. And once you're completely finished with all of your edits for the slide, and it's taken us about 4.5 minutes to do this, and I've talked through most of it, but if you're doing it yourself, you could do a slideshow in no more than 5 minutes and have it completed. So let's say we're finished, unless you want me to show anything else on this, Kevin.
No, did you? Yeah, no, this looks good.
Okay, so we're finished. We want to turn it into a video now.
You know, I will say this.
Go for it.
It's important to, you know, pick the right images. Okay. In this example, he's using, you know, just some random images.
Just generic.
Generic images. But you know, you really with video thumbnails, with you know the way that you know you're wanting people to click on your video to watch your video. So you know, try to, when you're selecting your images, you know, images that look visually pleasing, and that's going to help increase the click-through rate of people clicking on your videos. And also, if you have a picture of a person, you know, like maybe you have some reason that you have a picture of a person, maybe that's you and you're offering your services. I would definitely include some headshots of, you know, people, because people have been shown to have a higher click-through rate when you see an actual head on an image instead of you know,
more so than a roof.
A picture, yeah, instead of a picture of a roof. But that's just a quick little tip on you know, getting a higher click-through rate on your videos.
Very good. Good tip, my friend.
Tip of the day.
Tip of the day. Well, no, it's not the tip of the day. I actually like our tip of the day today. Okay. Okay, you're done. You want to make if you're finished for right now, but you're not ready to make it a video because you want to add some more content to it or add additional images, you just click on the Save Project. You've already got it titled, and it'll save. If you're ready to make it a video, all you simply have to do is click on Make My Video, and you got the name in there already. And now you're going to see over in the top left, it's showing blue status. Blue status in the project property section means that it's pending. Once it has completed the process, it'll turn green, such as this one. And now, once it turns green, now you can go back to your Media Manager folder. You will have automatically opened up, or we would have automatically built a folder titled Slideshows. You'll click on the Slideshow folder, and here's the one that I've created to show you. Click on that, and it will play with the lovely elevator music and everything that I put into it. And we'll go back to this one, and it's still it'll go from pending to a. There we go. Let's turn that down. Okay. I think you got the gist of it. Fast forward, and you'll see. We'll show you the transition. Blends into the second one. And one thing I didn't show in the editor, and I'll show it in a second. Again, transition. But what I did not show, and I forgot about, and I apologize, if you've got transitions set up, you can change the effects of the transitions. You could go fade in, fade out, or crossfade. And that will obviously change the way it goes from slide 1 to slide 2. You can see now that we're in processing mode with the roofer. Within, I think it normally depends on the number of images that are used, but within 5 minutes you'll have it ready to go. Now, what do you do with it? Well, you can now use it as content for a video submission. You can go to your templates and build a new template. And choose File, and now, and click on the plus sign, go to your slideshows, because that's where it's housed at. And now you've got a video. Click on the green check mark, and now you have a video that you can use to submit to your whatever TTP. Now you've got a video that you can submit pointing or directing traffic to your website. And that is all there is to the Slideshow Creator. It's basic, but at the same time, like Kevin said about the Social Power Publisher, we try to incorporate as many tools as possible inside Traffic Geyser, inside Fusion, so that you don't have to go to multiple sites or use multiple different outside tools to be able to complete your jobs. With Traffic Geyser, you've got just about everything that you need to be able to do your SEO work, or do, whether it's for yourself or for a client. Fusion obviously has even more, but we've done the best job that we can to be able to offer you as many tools as we can, so that you don't need to go outside to get the job done.
Right.
You want to add anything to that, Kev?
No, that's good.
Okay, right on the head. Okay, now the tip of the week. We get the tip of the week. We should have music for this one. I'd probably talk to, I don't know, 100 Traffic Geyser and Fusion customers a week, and I get this question so often that I figured I'd share a little bit. Folks are always asking, when I'm getting a domain name, what ranks better, dashes or underscores? And first time I heard it, I thought, well, that's a one-off question. But every week I get 3 or 4 folks asking me the same thing. So this week's tip of the week is, which is better, dashes or underscores for domain names? Matt Cutts is a senior software engineer at Google, and he writes a blog. Kevin, if you want to add this this URL to the chat, okay. Folks can go to it and see. Dashes are what Google can, and this is only for Google. This doesn't have anything to do with Bing or Yahoo. But with with Matt being a engineer with Google, he knows better than most on what works better for ranking purposes. Dashes are considered word separators. Underscores are considered word joiners, which means that if the example of a website is red-wagon.com, somebody searches for red and wagon separately, they're going to be able to find that website. If the website is red_wagon and they search for either of those, they're not going to be found. They need to, because the underscore is a word joiner, they would have to put in that exact word or that exact phrase, red_wagon, in order to be found. So go to the that blog that Matt Cutts writes on. Gives you a lot better definition from what I've explained, but I'm just doing it as a as a tip. Hey, folks ask, this is what I found out, and go to the Matt's blog site and take a look and get a better understanding. But dashes definitely are better for ranking purposes than underscores are.
All right.
I liked that one. Did you?
I liked it.
Okay, the top 5 FAQs for this week are, and do we have, before we start with these, do we have any questions, Kev?
Bill's asking, do we have a service where you set up all social media sites?
Do we have a service where you set up all social media sites? Set up as like profiles?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
Well, that would be part of our preconfigured profile, because you have to have a profile in order to submit to the sites. So either A, you could do it yourself, or B, you could pay Traffic Geyser or pay a VA to go to each of the sites that are inside your profile and register for accounts with them. Does that answer it? I think it does.
I think it does. Can a keynote file be inserted? I do not believe so. Do you know if they can use, for the slideshow creator, if you can use a keynote file?
No, it has to be individual JPEG files.
Right. Okay. Good.
And again, it's only JPEG files. If you upload a bunch of PNG or GIF files, and then you go to your slideshow creator and click on Add Images, they won't be found because the slideshow creator is only looking for JPEG files within your Media Manager folder.
And I'd like to add on to the tip of the week, basically about the dashes and domains. And I would like to encourage you to, if you're creating a website for your business, never use dashes. In my personal opinion, never use dashes in your domain. Why? Because you know, if you have to tell somebody, oh, visit, you know, such and such dash such and such.com, most likely they're going to not even add the dash, and they're going to go to somebody else's website. And if you're creating like just a landing page that only people are going to be accessing your website strictly from online web clicks and not from word of mouth, not from people typing it into the search bar, then feel free to use dashes. But I would just encourage you to stay away from dashes and underscores when you're creating. I don't even think you can do an underscore in a domain, a root level domain. But I would encourage you to stay away from putting a dash in a domain, period, if it's your actual website for your business. If you have already purchased one that already has a dash in the domain, you know, not all is lost. You can still move forward, but just, you know, try to think of a creative way of, you know, getting people to visit that domain, or maybe just get a different domain that sounds similar, and that way it doesn't have dashes. Just because it can be, you know, if it's a simple, you know, redwagon.com and there's a dash between red rag.
Beautiful.
Say that 10 times fast. Then, you know, then it is the way it is, and you know, it's not that complicated. But I especially stay away from 3-phrase domains that have dashes between all 3 phrases.
I agree.
Yeah, that gets pretty confusing. So, anyways, that's just my own personal.
I agree 100%. I think the main reason folks ask that question is because they're in a San Diego, or they're in a Los Angeles, or they're in a big town, and they're trying to target a major niche.
Right.
San Diego chiropractor, for example. I would imagine if you try to get SanDiegoChiropractor.com, you're not going to have any luck. So I think that's one of the reasons why folks are asking about the difference between dashes and underscores, because of the fact that they can't get the main domain that they're looking for.
Right. Great.
Well, let's keep going then. Now we've got our FAQs. Any other questions before we go to our FAQs that probably might be answered?
We got about, what, 9 more minutes? Or 5
9?
minutes? 6 more minutes?
I say 6. Okay, first one. Why do I get multiple postings on my status sites? Again, the deal with Ping FM, and there's probably a couple of other sites that I don't even know about that actually will automate postings to your main status or social networking sites, Facebook, Twitter, so on and so forth. That's the main reason. The only other reason that I could think of is that you possibly did the submission twice, once in a video submitter and once in your social power publisher. That's the only other reason that I could think of that you could have multiple postings. Can I submit to status sites other than what's on my profile? Yeah, manually. The social power publisher will only submit to the sites that we have set up in the profile. We are always looking to add additional sites, but there's a lot of technology that's involved. We've got to be able to know where certain fields are, login fields and all of that for each of the sites. So it's not just a matter of being able to throw a new site into your profile and boom, it's ready to go. Our programmers have to know exactly which field in the grid, each particular section, the username and the password and the go button and all of that stuff. We need to know where those fields are. So can you use Social Power Publisher for sites other than what we have listed? No, but
well, it depends on if Ping FM, if you have a Ping FM account and
there you go.
And you've got other sites that we don't submit to that Ping FM does.
There you go.
Well, then there you go. You can
Good point.
Do that. So that just kind of came to my mind right there.
That you are one smart fella. You know that. Okay, so there you go. Ping FM will submit to the sites that we don't submit to for you. And all you have to do is say yes, set up accounts with each of those sites, and you can do that directly from links within Ping FM, and boom, bada bing, bada boom, you're done.
Hold on a second. I think we need to mention that we do not set up the status sites on the pre-configured profiles.
Good point.
We just needed to mention that.
I bet I know who put that question out there. Thank you, whomever you may be.
The mysterious
Miss Unknown. We ought to just make her live real quick and throw her out here.
Throw her in
she probably wouldn't like it too much, though. Would you? Okay, good point. If you're building pre-configured or if we're building a pre-configured profile for you, status sites are considered branded sites. You most likely already have accounts set up with the majority of the sites that we have in our profile. So those are definitely sites that we do not create logins for. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Miss Unknown. Why can't I submit to status sites? Because they're all red. That's because of the fact that you probably didn't change your profile in the top of your Social Power Publisher page. You got to make sure that you're selecting the right one. And if you did select the right one, then the only reason they would be red is because of the fact that we do not recognize login information in that particular profile. There's absolutely no other reason why our system would show red. Next. How come I can't submit videos through the Social Power Publisher? Again, like Kevin talked about earlier, Social Power Publisher is designed. You could create campaigns for the local car dealership or department store that has sales on specific at specific times during the year. You could set them up in advance so that their social networking site updates every so often, saying, "Hey, remember such and such date, we're going to have our big blowout sale." Our Black Friday sale, whatever. If you're wanting to submit video to your status sites, just use your video submitter just as you would with any other site. I submitted to Facebook and it shows it failed in my task status list. Could be because we don't have the right login information. It could be because Facebook has security issues that if we haven't submitted to them prior, that they might have recognized our IP address that the submission was coming from to be different than what you're used to logging into their site from. If that is the case, you would get a message from Facebook saying, "Hey, Robin, somebody tried to log into your site from a San Antonio IP address. Are you cool with that happening?" And simply say yes if you know that it's us. And most all of our, well, I think all of our servers are in Texas, right, Kev?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. If you get a message from Facebook, whether it be through the Social Power Publisher or any other submission that you do, if you get a message from Facebook saying, "Hey, Robin, we see that there's a attempted login to your account from a Texas IP address," you can confirm that because it is us. If you look at your submission time and the notification came from Facebook at the same time, then you know for 100% assurance that it was us that tried to access. Your submission won't go through for that particular one, but once you click OK, yes, it's OK for that one, any subsequent submissions will process successfully. So what did we learn today? We learned how to submit multiple, use our Social Power Publisher to submit either individual or multiple updates to social networking sites. Showed you how to create a decent looking video, whether it has audio in the background or not, just by using a handful of images, JPEG files that you have in your computer, or you went to your client and took pictures of them and of their building and of their cars that they're selling, and threw those, put those into your slideshow creator, and now bam, you got a video.
Oh, I need to share. I need to say one more thing, or we should tell them about one more thing.
Go for it.
If you can log into Traffic Geyser and show them the home screen real quick.
Into the Platinum?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what everybody can, most
Nope.
everybody can access.
There we go.
And scroll down just a smidget.
A smidget?
Keep going.
More?
Right there. Okay, media. Scroll up. Middle. Right there. Media message settings. I don't think we covered this for those people that need a way to, like, they don't have a way of getting audio onto their, let's say they want to record their own voiceover.
Correct.
And they want to get it on the Slideshow creator.
Correct.
They can call this instant audio hotline and enter the PIN and go ahead and leave your message and just say, hey, this is so-and-so with such and such chiropractic. I wonder if there's a such and such chiropractic. Anyways, I digress. And then once you're done, that media file will appear here underneath on the bottom of the page. It will appear, and you'll be able to link that audio file into your file manager. And we should just go ahead and do that right now. Hold on, scroll up. I'm going to call your number. This is a bonus. This is a bonus.
Bonus content.
This is such a cool feature that I think is so, and we should do a talk on this on a later one.
Okay.
But this is so underutilized.
It absolutely is.
And I'm going to call this number 40553
31181.
I also use this for testimonials.
Correct.
Account ID is valid. Please record your message after the beep.
Hi, this is Kevin, and thanks for coming to our channel. I'd love to tell you more about our business, so go ahead and enter your name and email address below, and I'll get you that information as soon as you need. All right, so I just did that, and then just...
Did you press 2?
What'd you say?
Did you press 2?
No, I just hung up.
I think you have to press 2.
I think I just hung up. So in a few minutes, we can refresh the page, and it'll show up at the bottom. And I use this for sending to clients, and I just have them call in as testimonials.
Right.
And they leave an audio testimonial, which is awesome.
Awesome.
And then you can show them where to do that here too.
I thought I had one on this other page, but
yeah, you're gonna find it. You're not gonna find it in under Fusion. You're only gonna find it on the bottom of Traffic Geyser, but in Fusion, you actually have to go to that app.
It's the custom audio player. In Fusion, it's custom audio player from your tools tab.
Right.
And it will
there it is.
list. There. That's one I did earlier. Not there. But it would in Fusion it would list here. And you'd be able to select it right from here. With Traffic Geyser, it'll list at the bottom, and you'll be able to select it right from there to put into your Media Manager folder, so that you can take it at that point, take it from Media Manager over to your Slideshow as an audio file. That's a very good point to bring up, my friend Kevin.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So, before we keep going, are there any other questions? Because we're about looks like we're about 6 over.
Questions. Nobody has any questions.
Nobody has any questions. I'm sad. Okay. If just like with what we talked about at the beginning of the show, if you are not a current member of Traffic Geyser, has a number of different products that are that can be utilized for doing everything that you need to be to do. If you're a marketing consultant and you need everything, Fusion has it. Cross-channel Mojo. If you want the training and the pre-written autoresponder campaigns, Cross-channel Mojo has that. And you get, I believe, 18 weeks of or nine sessions of web calls with Mike and the All-Stars to give you a better idea of how to set up a campaign, autoresponder campaign, utilizing direct mail, text, voice, email, postcards, everything. Instant Customer is part of Cross-Channel Mojo. Instant Customer is what our autoresponder is, and of course Traffic Geyser. So Fusion, MainStreetMarketingMachines.com. I believe there's a secret after that, isn't there? Didn't we do this last week? I think it's MainStreetMarketingMachines.com/secret.
Let me check.
And again, Fusion, Kevin will throw put the link into the chat. Fusion is for those that make their living as marketing consultants. You've got a ton of tools inside Fusion to utilize.
It's not a secret.
It's not.
Nope.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the MainStreetMarketingMachines.com is a good one. So Fusion has a number of different tools that you can utilize as foot in the door for prospects and turn them into clients, including Influence Engine. We got 8 different money maps, different ways you can use the system to make money. Believe Fusion right now is $347, and that includes Instant Customer. So your autoresponder is included in as well. Instant Customer, there you go. Capturing leads and connecting with and building relationships with customers through a number of different avenues: social media, direct mail, text messaging, so on and so forth. InstantCustomer.com/secret. I know that's a good one. Cross-Channel Mojo, training. I think there's, and if Oliver or somebody else is on the call and they want to throw in the chat, I think there's 25 or more pre-written campaigns that our All-Stars have written and have used and made money on them. One client can pay for this for you. And with that, we're only 9 minutes over. We're done. Next week, those of you that are Fusion members, you know that yesterday we upgraded your mini site builder to our new website builder. I know we did the call a couple of weeks ago for the website builder, but at that time you folks did not have access to it. The website builder is a cool tool. Kevin was very instrumental in developing this. He was sick that week, so he wasn't on that call. So we are going to next week revisit the website builder, and Kevin's going to probably be able to give you a little bit more, not a little bit, a lot more information than I did last week to let you know exactly why we developed the new builder. What was, not that there was anything wrong with the mini site builder, but we had a lot of folks, and Kevin, if you want to touch on this, what is the main reason that we did the new one?
The mini site builder was just that. It was a mini site and that you were creating. What the website builder we're basically giving you a lot more flexibility and control over creating an actual full website instead of just a mini site. So now, instead of having just a few pages to create, you can have your home page. You can create multiple pages, as many pages as you want, depending on what account level you have, and it's a lot more flexible. We give you a lot more flexibility as well within how you're how you generate leads, and we'll go through that. We give you SEO settings. We give you a lot more integration with different things. You can also get it listed on our local business directory, and so it's just basically giving you more freedom and flexibility with building your online presence online. So we felt that it was a better solution, empowering you more. So we went ahead and swapped that out with the website builder.
And one of the reasons, not the main reason, but one of the major reasons we changed it was because of the feedback we received from our customers. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a lot of people really wanting to,
do more,
add pages, do more. Also, the other thing is pay-per-click. People were getting kind of Google slapped with pay-per-click by sending, they were doing AdWords pay-per-click campaigns and sending the traffic to their website. And one of the things that we've seen increase your ad quality score was removing an opt-in form from the front of your page if you're going to be sending AdWords traffic to it, and replacing it with a button. So now we have the ability to literally have what we call a reveal. So if somebody wants to opt in, they click a button and it reveals the opt-in form, and they can opt in. Or you can even move that opt-in form around your website and make them go to different pages and stuff. So it's a lot more flexible, and it's really super easy to use, and that's
they can personalize it with their own headers and footers.
Yep,
right?
And you can put your own header in there and customize it, the background and the colors, and yep. When I designed it, I tried to make it as easy to use as possible.
Perfect. All right. Unless there's any other questions that have come in the last 5 minutes, I think we will bid adieu for the day. And thank you very much, Kev. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're awesome as always.
Had a good time.
Thank you. I did too. I'm having more and more fun each week with these. Everybody that's on the call, thank you for joining us today. We look forward to talking to you again next week at our regular time, Thursday at 2 o'clock. And other than that, thanks all. Take care. Peace.
Take care. Bye-bye.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.